Spencer Lazara, MMA interviews, alongside the host of tonight's event, Mr. Brian Stann. Did you take a lot of preparation for this thing? Your kids help you or what?
Yeah, my kids help me every day to inspire me to do everything I could do. But, it didn't take a ton of prep. We looked through the script, and despite what most people will say, I actually added in some jokes. I'm not known for my humor, but it's been a blast. My co-host, Nicole DeBow, is unbelievable. She's great. She's fun. My wife's been so supportive. And this event it's a walk in the park. It's a lot of fun. We're here to celebrate the fights, the fighters, and the people that are nominated for these. Look, I just put the window dressing on it.
You've had such a great fight career, but did you ever foresee this? Post-fight career, all this stuff on camera, everything, you're really budding into quite the on-camera star here.
Man, I had no idea. If I told you I was thinking about this when I was sitting in a sandbox in Iraq that I'd end up doing this one day, I'm so grateful. And I'm very fortunate, and who knows how long it'll last. But, for me, ultimately, the most important job I have is being a husband and a father. But to be able to do this for a living is an absolute blessing.
We'll talk about some cool upcoming fights. We've got Rousey, Sarah McMann coming up. What do you think about that?
It's going to be incredible. It's really interesting. I want to see, is this too early for Sarah or is it not? I've heard from the wrestling community that they all believe she will beat Ronda Rousey. She will. But the intensity that Ronda brings the octagon, I mean, she's a fighter. It's in her blood. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch her and see, how did they prepare? Have they done anything differently? Have they not? Who's Ronda bringing in? She certainly has the ability and the assets now, like GSP did, to bring in some of the best trainers and training partners. But we'll see. She's a down-home girl, so she may just stick to what's been working, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
And speaking of wrestlers, DC on the same card, taking on your buddy Rashad Evans there. That's a crazy one, right?
It's a crazy one, man. I love both of those guys. Those guys are infinitely talented on camera as well, and look at them in the cage. I don't think Cormier gets enough credit for what he's done. When you see him stand next to me, he's a smaller man than I am. And he is not only in a short period of time, in under 10 fights, gone on to win that Grand Prix in Strikeforce. Look at the guys he beat. As an undersized heavyweight, he's an incredible athlete. And the other thing, Rashad, I've trained with him for years. He's got the look in his eye that he had when he won the title from Forrest Griffin. He's very focused, and when he's focused, he's mean. He's so talented an athlete that this is going to be a clash. And I don't know which way to go with it right now.
Yeah. Well, we speaking of athletes, we've got so many high-level athletes now coming in to this sport. You talk about that. You got guys like Ovin, who you're familiar with. I mean, the guy's an athletic freak.
Oh, Ovin St. Preux is an unbelievable athlete. I've trained with him for his last 2 training camps. The sky's the limit for a guy like him. He's so athletic. He's got to surround himself by people where he constantly has new information flowing in so he can add to his technique, because some of the things he does now, he couldn't tell you how he does them. He's just so natural. Takedown defense, you try and run into a brick wall. His range is incredible. He's got incredible reach and power. You're talking about a guy who played defense in the SEC, home to some of the best athletes in the world for college football. So I can't wait to see how far that guy can go.
You think in 10 years we're going to see a lot more of that? These high-level athletes entering the sport?
I think in 3 years you're going to see it. I've wrestled with guys that have come out of collegiate sports now. A guy by the name of Raymond Jordan from Missouri who wrestled with Tyron Woodley, wrestled with Ben Askren. I was grappling with him, and in 6 months I watched him submit high-level black belts. Not little McDojo black belts, high-level black belts in 6 months' time. There are athletes coming into this sport now that are going to make guys like me look just irrelevant.
We'll talk about the opening for the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Is that something that you might be up for?
No, not a chance. So, look, that's like running for office, man. And the quality of life there, if you're a husband and a father, is awful. So I'll let somebody else do that heavy lifting, and I'll hold a microphone, the easiest job I've ever had.
All right, well, we're wishing you the best of luck tonight. I'm sure you do a great job. Brian Stann, Spencer Lazara, thanks for watching.
Hey, this is Ariane Celeste.
This is Uriah Faber.
This is Glover Teixeira.
This is Dan Henderson. You're watching MMA Interviews.
MMA Interviews.
You're watching MMAinterviews.tv.